Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So first off, I don't know if you guys can notice, but my voice is a little bit gone. We have been live streaming every single day almost. We just did another live stream that was over an hour long, talking about the XRP price chart, really kind of talking about my ideas behind it. If you guys want to go check that out, you guys are more than welcome to. It's about an over hour long video. But we have been live streaming a lot, and we've also been doing a ton of content on a lot of other tokens as well. But it is a very exciting time in this market. I mean, a lot of tokens are starting to break out. Algorand is one of them. XLM is also another, and XRP, of course, coming in hot at the 7-day span, going up 65%. Market dominance is rising. Volume is there. It's very exciting, and I would say, like, right now, as we look at some of these tokens, are we seeing a scam pump? It's hard to say. If we really kind of compare to, cycles before, we do, kind of see a lot of bull traps. We see a lot of major, liquidity hunts, things like that happen during a bear market. So it's hard to say what's happening right now. I will say the major reason why XRP is pumping is because of this. So shout out to ProCoin News for this, but we do see XRP price is spiking. Retweet if you've held and never sold any XRP since the day the lawsuit was filed. Now, when we actually look at this, right, it does say XRP lawsuit Ripple case heads closer to conclusion as summary judgment is filed. Now, this happened on September 20th. Since September 20th, we have not only seen major price action moves on XRP, but we've seen the entire community go absolutely crazy, talking about a possible settlement, talking about some speculation in regards to a date that we could see a settlement. All we know for sure is it's been a very exciting last couple days. Not only from the price action perspective, but also from the news behind the lawsuit as well. I would argue that right now we are at a major opportunity mode for not only seeing what's going to happen next around this lawsuit, but also for those that have been positioning themselves in XRP for the last couple months. We are all celebrating this together. And, again, I share with you guys one last thing that I did share from my, live stream. And it's the fact that if you've been watching the channel for a while, you have probably already been positioned in XRP during this entire time. So you are probably benefiting, not only from this major price action move, but you are probably getting excited about this possible settlement that is going to be happening. But it's more so a summary judgment. Now, summary judgment could essentially give Ripple the clear win. No settlement, the clear win. This is actually what we want to see, and I think that this is even what Ripple wants to see as well, since they do want to go and do their IPO. They also have a few other things that they want to do as well with XRP, but right now they do want a clear win. And we even do see down here that Cointelegraph reports both parties have called on Judge Torres to make an immediate ruling as to whether XRP's sales violated U.S. securities laws. So we're seeing this entire case streamlined. The decision is getting very exciting, though. Everyone is still anticipating what's going to happen next. We just down here, the end is near. Better make sure those bags are packed. And yes, we have been packing our XRP bags for so long. If you guys have been accumulating XRP, hit that like button and also comment down below XRP to the moon. I'd love to hear you guys. But a summary judgment could essentially end the case, and it could also end the case immediately. I think that even John E. Deaton said that we could be seeing an immediate decision around this case going forward, which would be very bullish. But all of this is playing into a speculative, massive move in regards to the price action on XRP. And it's bringing in a lot more volume as well as a lot more individuals into the XRP community. We actually do see over here from Thinking Crypto 1, I'm seeing a lot more support for Ripple in the SEC lawsuit from people who were haters or too chicken to say anything before. before. They are finally realizing the lawsuit against Ripple was an attack against the entire crypto market. You don't have to hold XRP to want Ripple to win. And I think that this was the biggest misconception around the lawsuit since day one. A lot of people thought that it was just about XRP. At the end of the day, guess what? It was never about XRP. It was about all of crypto. And the reason why I think that there's going to be a lot more people joining in and supporting Ripple is because of what we are seeing around Ethereum. We recently reported on this as well. Shout out to Johnny Deaton for this. Do you see, even if you hate Ripple, read this. Miles is 100. It is very bad for all of crypto and must be fought. In the Ripple case, the SEC is arguing if a foreign exchange maintains one server within the U.S., or server. He meant server. I apologize, guys. Within the U.S., it gives the SEC jurisdiction over crypto sales conducted anywhere in the world. Down here, think about the following true facts. Brad Garlinghouse is the CEO of Ripple, a company whose business is 95% outside the U.S. As part of his executive compensation, he is paid in XRP. He sells some of that XRP on the exchange legally licensed and operating in Japan. Japan's Financial Services Agency is the chief regulator of Japan's financial services industry and has declared XRP a non-security. A Japanese financial institution, SBI, is partners with Ripple and pays its esports team in XRP and provides dividends to employees in XRP. In fact, XRP is so popular in Japan that the SBI holding CEO intends it to be used as the official currency for the World's Fair. He has declared that every bank in Japan will use Ripple's XRP by 2025. And a lot of people have asked me, what I think about that, with every bank utilizing it by 2025. Is it realistic? I actually think that it is possible, especially if it is in Japan, right? Because they are so far ahead in regards to regulatory clarity and regulations talks in general. So that is one thing that we have been watching for as well. I think that SBI is a major giant behind XRP that's going to ignite a lot of support as well as a lot of success for XRP as a token, but also Ripple as well as a company. And then down here we do see Brad Garlinghouse uses a legally registered Japanese exchange to sell his legally earned XRP and sells that XRP in a country that specifically declared XRP a non-security. But Gary Gensler and the SEC claim because that exchange might have one server in the US, it can argue that the XRP Brad legally sold in Japan, XRP that may be used at the World's Fair, was an illegal sale because that sale is subject to the jurisdiction of the SEC because of a server. I don't care if you hate Ripple and despise Brad Garlinghouse, you must be outraged at what the SEC is attempting. This argument literally attempts to allow the SEC to supersede a foreign nation's own sovereignty and regulatory framework. It's insane, and Congress does nothing. And yes, this is a major power play, and it is very concerning. And also, when we look at things happening, there's this minute 58-second long video, that just recently surfaced yesterday. And it says, this policy of regulation by enforcement is a failed policy. This is coming from Stuart Alderati, who is the general counsel at Ripple. He chats about the SEC Gov case, saying that the agency is seeking to remake the law, and they don't have the power. Only Congress can. And listen closely to this.
So first, I want to agree that I do believe that this policy in the United States of regulation by enforcement is a failed policy, and it's creating havoc in the marketplace, and that havoc in the marketplace ultimately hurts the very retail consumer that the SEC purports to protect. I think what we're seeing is power and politics elevated over sound policy, and that is not a good thing. To your question, why Ripple? That is a good question. I'm not sure I have a good answer to it. What I will tell you is that the lawsuit was filed on December 22nd, 2020, on the last day of the prior administration when Jay Clayton was the chair of the SEC. The day after the lawsuit was filed, Jay Clayton left office, and within 2 weeks of the lawsuit being filed, the entire senior leadership team that was, I think, involved in the decision to file the lawsuit left the SEC. So why Ripple? I'm not really sure. I think we can all venture a bunch of different guesses. Maybe the SEC was tired of playing whack-a-mole with some smaller tokens, and they felt that if they could go after Ripple and indirectly attack the digital asset XRP, which Ripple relies on to facilitate its cross-border payments. Maybe they thought that they can send a broader message to the entire market. But I think what they've learned is that if you challenge a well-resourced company, that well-resourced company can put on a very robust defense and really expose the SEC that what they're doing in this case is not applying the law. It's not a faithful allegiance to the law. They're seeking to remake the law, and they don't have the power to remake the law. Only Congress can remake the law.
And I do love to hear him not only talk about, the possibility of why Ripple and also what happened immediately after the case was filed. But I also love to hear him talk about the fact that only Congress can. A lot of people have questioned, will Congress step in? Will Congress be the one to really kind of regulate crypto and move fast on this as well? And we actually do see over here one of the U.S. legislative efforts trying to lift the CFTC as a primary crypto regulator got a boost today as Rep. Sean Maloney introduced a House bill matching an earlier one from the leaders of the Senate Agriculture Committee. We have been watching this area closely because the CFTC just recently met with Ripple, actually, or I should say the chair, and they were actually talking quite a bit. They did post it on Twitter as well. Brad Garlinghouse did meet with them and talked about them and really kind of give them a tour of what's happening at Ripple, which gives me a little bit of an insight on the fact that, listen, we could be seeing some major moves happening behind the scenes in regards to crypto regulatory talks and discussions. And again, yes, Ripple is at the forefront of all of this. A lot of people have been trying to put together a few things and speculate on it. But realistically speaking, right now is a huge moment in time to be an XRP holder, but also to be even a crypto holder. We should all be supporting what Ripple is doing, though. For the longest time, I've always said we should all be supporting what Ripple is doing, no matter if you hate it or not. To me, I've always loved the idea of what XRP could have basically become. I think that it is morphing into that giant every single day that we do hold it and we talk about it. And I think that the mainstream media attention around the XRP lawsuit is only going to gain a lot more traction as this does continue on and on. I think that we are very, very close to the end, but we have a little bit left in regards to the stretch to the end goal. But I will say, the mainstream media attention has been really kind of boiling up. This is about a 4-minute long video. I'm not going to let you sit through it or anything like that. I just wanted to bring this up that we still are seeing XRP plastered everywhere across mainstream media outlets like Fox Business. We do see breaking Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse appears on Fox Business amid XRP price surge approaching 50 cents. We do see down here XRP jumps and movement in SEC lawsuit 100%. Again, this is almost 5 minutes long, and we're seeing a lot more of this sort of idea of not only XRP being pushed on mainstream media outlets, but we're seeing XRP being talked about everywhere. Remember what I said about this price action move? Although it is, very exciting, the major thing that is exciting about XRP price moves like this is that it really kind of shuts a lot of people up. It shuts a lot of people up, and it also really kind of gets the XRP name out there on what it is, why everyone should be paying attention to it, and also what XRP's potential actually really is. And I think that those are some big areas of misconception around XRP as a token as well. I think that a lot of people actually don't understand the technology behind XRP, so they just kind of instantly go from all right, yeah, maybe I'll look into it, to instantly hating the token as well. I think that that's why XRP actually has a lot of haters behind it, because it just doesn't. It's something that you need to take hours out of your day to really kind of learn and research, because if you don't, you really won't know why XRP is going to be a very valuable token. It's really the on-demand liquidity mechanism, but also what XRP could essentially be utilized for, even on the XRP ledger. And there's so many other use cases behind it as well. So it's a very very interesting token. It's a very interesting time as well to be a holder of this token. And I think that if you guys are in the XRP community, you should all be very proud of it right now. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As it's up to you all, have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.